Hi, everybody. Today is Thursday, December 8th. Today, if you are absent, I just kind of want to explain what we're doing for the rest of the semester. And so if you look in Schoology, you'll notice that the folder for today is actually Thursday, December 8th through Wednesday, December 14th. Several of you guys were gone on Wednesday. Wednesday, we took the mid-unit assessment, and we had a significantly large number of 7th grade students that scored in the 90th percentile, which means they get to move on to a different activity because they've tested out of the Amplify rock transformations. In fact, we had 49 students. So almost half the class moved on. They tested out of the rock transformation. So I'm very, very proud of that. If you were not here on Wednesday, when you come back, I'm going to have you take that mid-unit assessment. What I would really highly recommend, if you have not taken the mid-unit assessment yet, is please make sure that you are reviewing your key concepts and your vocabulary so that when you do take it, you have a really great chance of testing out of that and then moving on to the new activity. So what we did in class today, I just kind of introduced the independent activity that the kids who tested out of Amplify are going to work on. I'm going to take you inside the folder here to show you. So this is called a rock cycle student-generated model. And it's actually, one of your standards is that you guys are supposed to develop models to describe the cycling of Earth's materials and the flow of energy that drives the process. And so we've worked with a lot of models in this unit. We worked with the simulation, as always. The sim is a great model for you guys to work with. We also did the Jolly Rancher rocks, where we compacted and cemented the Jolly Ranchers to make sedimentary rock. And then we took those rocks and then the whole pieces of candy that represented igneous rocks, and then we put them in the jar and we shook them up and we created sediment from that. And then we watched the video where those types of rocks were actually melted. And so we use a lot of models, but the state requires that you all develop your own models. And so if once you test out, then this is the activity you're going to work on, and you'll have the rest of, almost a week to work on it. If you haven't tested yet on Amplify, don't want you to start that. Please do not start that activity. Rather, let's go ahead and have you take the test when you get back, okay? I do have a copy of the mid-unit assessment here, but I don't want you guys to take that at home because I want to make sure that you don't use any notes or anything when you take it. So don't do that, please. Okay, so if you're absent today and you don't know what you're doing, the bottom line is you got to come see me, talk to me, and we'll figure out what's going on with you, okay? Number one, if you haven't taken the mid-unit assessment, be ready to take that when you return. Number two, if you did take it, you need to maybe log in and find out what your score was. If you scored less than 16 points, and you'll be able to see that by, if you go into Amplify, I guess I'm logged out, so that's okay, I won't do it. If you go into Amplify and you click on Rock Transformations 2.5, and then you look at your, click on the, you're going to take the multiple choice, there's a blue box that pulls up on the top right, and that shows you my teacher comments, and it tells you what you scored. And then the same for the short answers. So there was a total of 18 points. If you scored 16 points, that's a 90%, 17 points, that's a 95, and 18 points, of course, is 100%. Anything less than that, I'm going to have you guys retake the test. And I am working with students in class, during class, while the other kids are working on their models. I'm working on with the kids who need to review, and they will take an end of the unit test next week. So depending on where you're at, that's what we're doing. I guess the bottom line is, if you're absent today, you and I definitely need to talk and to figure out what's going on. All right? Okay, I'll see you when you return.